Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. So before we going to our podcast today, I want to ask to you Acha, how's your day Acha?
I'm good, Nurul. And how about you, Nurul?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, so today we're gonna discuss about three important topics in ELT material development. We're gonna talk about the difference between about teaching materials and textbooks, and then the characteristic of a good teaching materials, and then the role of brainstorming activities before presenting in the main lesson.
Yeah, you know what Acha, these topics are very important because teachers use teaching materials in almost every lessons, and understanding how materials work can help teachers to create more effective and meaningful learning experience for students.
Yes, that's right, Nurul. So let's begin with our first question. The question is, what the difference between about textbooks and teaching materials?
So, you know what, Acha? Many people think that teaching materials and textbooks are the same thing, but they are actually different because textbooks is a published book that contains lessons, exercise, and assessment organized in a systematic way.
Yes, and textbooks are used in the main source of instruction as a course. They provide a sequence, topics, and learning activities to help students and teachers to follow the curriculum.
Yeah, that's the good addition. And meanwhile, teaching materials have a much broader meaning. According to Tomlinson's, teaching materials are anything that can be used to facilitate language learning.
That means teaching materials are not limited to books. They can include like worksheet, podcasts, videos, and then articles, even real life object or situation that support the learning.
Yeah, that's right. And in other words, we can conclude that textbooks is one type of teaching materials, and but teaching materials have many resources that teachers can be used in the classroom.
And that's why teacher doing the combine the textbooks and other materials. By doing that, the teachers can know what students need and make the learning more engaging.
That's right. So I think that's all about the first question, Acha. And now let's move to the second question. So, do you know, Acha, what are the characteristics of good textbooks and teaching materials?
According to Tomlinson, one of the important characteristics is authenticity. Authenticity is the good material should be exposed the learners to language in real life situation.
So for example, students can learn from newspaper article, videos, podcasts like we're doing right now, and from conversation that reflect how people use English outside the classroom.
And then another characteristic is material should be learner centered. They need to match student interesting with student needs, abilities, and learning goals.
Yes, I agree with you. And if material too difficult or not relevant with students' life, they may lose their motivation and become less engaged in the lessons.
And then Tomlinson also emphasizes meaningful exposure to language. Students can be rich and receive to meaningful input, so help them to understand the language, how to work in context.
And beside meaningful input, Acha, material should be encourage cognitive engagements. So students should be challenged there to think and analyze the information, solve problems, and also make a decision rather than to think just memorize the facts.
Okay, that's a good point, Nurul. Good material should be promote effective engagement. The students learn better when they feel interested, motivated, and emotional connected to the lesson.
I think so, Acha. And that's why many activities ask learners to express their opinions, share their experience, and also discuss the topic that are relevant to their lives.
And then another important characteristic in materials is communicative value. Material should give students opportunities to use English for meaningful communication through discussion, presentation, and collaborative tasks.
That's right. And finally, a good material should be integrate the four language skill in English. You know what, Acha? They are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. That should be support each other because in real life we usually use these skills together.
So overall, guys, the good teaching material should give authentic and then collaborative engagement and then effectively engagement, learner-centered and integrated across language skill.
Yeah, that's right. And those characteristics reflect on the principles materials development that proposed by Tomlinson.
Okay, guys, that's all about the second question. Now we move to final question. The question is, why do we need brainstorming activities before the presenting the main lesson? What do you think?
Okay, Acha. According to Tomlinson again, learners learn more effectively when they are mentally and emotionally have prepared for new input, and brainstorming activities can help create this preparation.
And then one of the important function of brainstorming is activating prior knowledge. Students already have the experience and background knowledge, and then the brainstorming help them to connect the experience with the new topic.
Yes, that's right. For example, before reading a text about environmental issues, teacher can ask students about what environmental problems they see in their community, and this helps students relate the lessons to their own lives.
And then brainstorming also increases cognitive engagement because students are already thinking, predicting, and generating idea before they go to new topic.
Yeah, exactly. And instead of receiving information passively, learners will be active participant from the beginning of the lessons.
Tomlinson also highlights the importance to effective engagement. So brainstorming makes students curious and interested, which increases their motivation to learn.
And when students feel involved in a topic, they are usually more willing to pay attention and participate during the lessons.
And then another brainstorming is make the student create bridge between what student know and what student need to learn. And then as the result, the students make easier understand the material.
Yes, that's right. And that's why brainstorming is often used as a pre-reading or pre-listening or pre-speaking activity, and it helps them to prepare for the core material and help them to more effectively to the learn.
And so brainstorming is not just a warm activity, and brainstorming is a main idea in the activity knowledge, encouraging thinking and increasing student motivation.
And all of those functions are closely connected to Tomlinson's principles of cognitive and affective engagements in language learning.
Well, that brings us to the end of the today's discussion. So we learned that textbooks is only one type in teaching materials, and the good teaching materials should be follow the Tomlinson's principles, and then brainstorming help the students prepare for meaningful learning.
Yes, and we hope this discussion can help you more understand about material development and its importance in language learning.
Okay guys, thank you for listening to our podcast. See you in another video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.